This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get us started, Sam Ficken has it teed up. And off we go from Nashville. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Denico Autry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Touchdown, Titans! Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point by Ficken, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Tannehill. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Fickens' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After knocking the field goal through, Ficken now kicking off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. fighting his way through contact and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half. I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He's got the tight end Firkser right side complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Harrison able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Crochet on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
second down. Here's an option right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard from 3 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Derrick Henry. through, and he's got space. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Henry running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now Fick in to kick off following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Dobbins with it,
shrugs him off, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
Throwing, Jackson.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Here's Jackson.
Flushed out right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson.
Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll run on first down. Henry. Oh, some strong running. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost